Luis Castillo has 3 starts and 3 losses. Welcome back to another episode of the Seattle Sports Show, where we love Seattle pro sports. I'm your host, Mikey, and today we are here to talk about the Mariners. We'll go into depth about today's game against the Toronto Blue Jays, but I didn't cover the last 2 games because it was WrestleMania weekend. So I was watching WrestleMania, and when I was making content this weekend, it was for WrestleMania 40, the greatest WrestleMania of all time, is what they're saying about it now. So if you like wrestling, go check that out. Even if you don't like wrestling or you don't think you like wrestling, go check that stuff out because wrestling is really good right now, and I think you'll find that it's very enjoyable. Okay, but anyways, what I missed: Bryce Miller went out there, had a great outing. We got a win. Hancock went out there, had a horrible outing. We lost. So again, it's just kind of going back and forth with the Mariners right now, getting good starts out of the pitchers. Playing any good defense and hitting the ball. So again, just feeling very similar to last year. And speaking of, let's go ahead and talk about today's game, in which the Mariners lost 2-5 to the Toronto Blue Jays, the first game in this series. This was Castillo's 3rd start and his 3rd loss. Luis Castillo still does not have a win. He still does not have a quality start, if I remember right. So it's not looking good right now. And this is something I actually am concerned about now at this point, because I feel like, okay, this is a new season, sure, and it's only 3 games, but I feel like Luis Castillo, I was feeling this way about him, in September last year. It felt like, he was just off enough that I wasn't confident every time he went out there. And now it's continued through this season for the first 3 games. So I'm concerned. I hope that this is not the normal outing for Castillo, and he finds it and gets back to what we expect. But through first 3 games of this season, and there was at least a handful of the games at the end of last season where Luis Castillo was not feeling like La Piedro. He was feeling like, I don't know, the opposite. But yeah, so let's go ahead. We'll dive into the numbers a little bit on what happened in today's game. Let's look at Luis Castillo. He went 5 innings today, allowed 9 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, walked a batter, and had 6 strikeouts. So again, not that it was horrible, but not still. A quality start is when you go 6 innings and allow 3 or less runs. Still has not been able to do that this season, and now has 3 losses. Yeah, just kind of a bummer. That our ace is not pitching like an ace so far. Batting wise, 10 strikeouts as a team. Again, 2 walks as a team. So that's my thing with this, is that we're striking out a lot. We're and we're not walking a lot. We're not we're not keeping up pace with the walks. So it's really one-sided. Some hits of note that we had: JP Crawford hit a home run today. Cal Raleigh hit a home run today. And then basically everybody else. No. I don't want to say that. I have to mention Ty France. Congratulations to Ty France and his wife on their new baby, Luca. Today was his first game back with the team from his paternity leave after the last couple of days away from the team. Went 3 for 4 today. Yeah, gotta show his new son that daddy can ball, and all that hard work that he did in the off season is paying off. Again, small sample size, but we're already seeing Ty France be consistent up at the plate. So he's like one player that we could see some positive in right now in this team, and consistently see positive. So that's one of the things that makes it so that I'm overall not like panicking about the season, because again, it is still just a small sample size. We're still early in the season. Again, there are some things that are making me frustrated and whatnot, but I'm not panicking about this team because Ty France, like I said, looking like that work is paying off. And then JP hit a home run today, and we expect that he's going to be better than he has. Julio Rodriguez 0 for 4 today. We expect that he's going to be better than he has. Still has not hit a home run. We know he has that power. We know he'll get that done. I expect those to be coming. Polanco, same thing. Garver, same thing. Cal Raleigh got that home run today, so there we go. We're getting it started. And then we've seen Canzone. He was 2 for 4 today, but we've also seen him hit a couple of home runs now. So again, throughout this lineup, I feel like it's there. It's just that we're in a small sample size. The players right now, everything is going to look just ridiculous because we're so early in the season. Averages are going to look super low, or super high, one way or the other. For most of the Mariners, and I'm talking about throughout the league. For the Mariners, it's mostly low right now because they haven't been hitting. But they're gonna get more towards their average. Once they start doing that, I think this team will be okay, because it's not gonna stay like it is. Julio's not gonna hit 0 home runs for the year. Same for Garver. It's things will come, things will happen. That's just when you look at a small sample size in baseball like that, the numbers can get wacky. Again, to me, the thing that is concerning me most right now still is the pitching not being consistent, because that should be the thing that is the most consistent with this team, and that's not something that we usually see get a slow start. The rest of the team is what we normally see get a slow start, but not our starting pitching. So early in the season, but we don't want to see our this amazing pitching staff giving away games this early in the season, because again, that could come around to bite you at the end of the season if it's going to be close at the end. Right, so there you go. Let me know what you're thinking about the Mariners now. We're they're just struggling to find their way right now, but they'll get it. But you let me know how you feel about it. How are you feeling about Castillo? Zero wins in 3 starts. Let me know how you feel about that. And subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 190 now. Over WrestleMania weekend, I gained another almost 30 or over 20. Something like that. New subscribers. So keep hitting that subscribe button. Really appreciate it. Leave those comments. Let me know how you're feeling about the Mariners right now. And then, if you're listening on podcast version, same thing. Follow, subscribe, 5-star rating, and written review, because that helps the show grow. And that's going to be this episode. So thank you so much for listening to the Seattle Sports Show, where we watch legends awaken. So take cover, because with the Sea of Sound, you will see us rise to reign supreme and win forever.